They got to get the YouTube chat up. Let me get that now. Okay, let's. Okay, it's not loaded yet because YouTube always takes forever for some strange reason. There it is. Okay, it didn't take that long. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's pin the Twitch and YouTube. Let's pin the Twitch and TikTok. How you doing, Sai? Just just setting up. Just setting up. Let's pin the Twitch there. Got that up over here. Okay, we got the Twitch, we got the YouTube, we got the Mal, we got the YouTube chat. How you doing, Cam? Okay, we got everything set. I think we're good. Okay, I think we're fine. Why is donuts? Wait, what? What about donuts? Oh, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Busy day ahead. But figured, you know what? Let's get the stream done. We were already on Twitch this morning. You guys need to follow up over on Twitch. How you doing, Pinko? Pinko? How you doing? Favorite Naruto character is going to be Shikamaru. Okay, let me see. I think we got everything. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'm good to go. I think we're good to go. I don't understand why femboys or not doesn't matter. I don't care how a character presents themselves. If they're a good character, they're a good character. Pinko? Okay, good to know. What do I think about when I banned you for spamming? I ban a lot of people for spamming. At least once per stream, I gotta ban somebody. Typically. You prefer the OG Naruto? That's fine. You can. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. Makes sense to me. I mean, I think honestly, you could choose either. Be sorry. Oh, you want to say sorry? I don't get mad. I don't get mad when people spam, but it's like if you're not going to behave in chat, then I gotta time you out. Otherwise, I can't read chat. Do I like One Piece? Yes. Do I watch JoJo's? Yes. Like, guys, I don't get mad on strike. I don't get authentically mad. I sometimes act a little dramatic for the sake of entertainment, but I don't get mad. Have I read Violence Jack? Have not. AOT? Yes, I've seen it. Is AOT as good as people make it out to be? So here's the thing. It depends on who you're talking about. Does AOT do a lot of things well? Yes. Am I a big hyper mega fan? No. It's not really my vibe, but I can say it does some things very well. Sure. James, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, Devilish, very new here. Yeah, first timer. Never seen you before. Have I seen Hell's Paradise? I'm up to date on Hell's Paradise. I'm watching a lot at the moment, so there's a lot of things I am behind on. So I can't act like I've seen everything. I definitely have not. Eminence of Shadow will like to welcome you. You will not, because I don't like Eminence of Shadow. I don't like it at all. Are you an otaku? Not by the literal sense, but I don't take myself so seriously. Like I'm a fan of anime, but I'm not I don't go to extremes. What about Oregaru? I like Oregaru. Prison School is 18 plus. Do I think it'd be an amazing I can't deal with shows like that. Regardless of the age bracket of who it's for, I don't like shows like Prison School. I drop them instantly, or I won't even touch them. The first part of AOT after Volume 14. I mean, I really like the first part of AOT more than the later parts. Black Clover, I think, is really good. Some people are put off by the earlier episodes because of how loud Asta is, but there's a lot of loud MCs who get better over time. Favorite anime? I don't actually have one. I'm on episode 926 of One Piece. How many episodes do I have left to? I think it's 1155. So 1155 if I'm remembering correctly. So a little over 200 episodes. So do I read manga? Not really. I'm mostly an anime person. What aren't you liking about the third season of To Your Eternity? All of it, honestly. They took away the action is gone, the dramatic loss, that everything that they lost up to this point is gone. The new main female character of the arc, I don't like her at all. Even the side cast, sometimes they're okay, but I'm just not having fun. It lost all of its charm in the third season. You only crashed 2 times, and I think we crashed on stream 3 times this morning. What chill romance? Chill. Okay, the ice guy and his cool female colleague. Is Ling your favorite Brotherhood character? I don't know. I've said yes on stream before, but I don't know. Like I don't know. I've seen the show multiple times. I don't pick favorites easily most of the time. Why do you think anime with female main characters don't get much attention? They do. It's just I think there's more series with male MCs than female MCs. There's plenty of good female characters. For example, Snow White with Red Hair, my favorite romance series. Main character is a woman. She's great. Ancient Mage's Bride, main character is a woman. Minecraft, not really a Minecraft guy. Should I start Bleach or Hunter x Hunter? Well, Hunter x Hunter is only 148 episodes. It's shorter. Uh, I usually could just go with. It depends on what you want to get out of a series. I'll just say Hunter x Hunter. What do I think about March Comes in Like a Lion? So that one, it's a good story. It's a good side cast. I actually didn't get in. I didn't like the MC that much, but it is a good series. DxD, I'm not into it. Uh, which ending feels earned rather than happy? So, like, well, you can have both. You can have a happy ending that is earned. You could also have a sad. I don't know what you mean. Like an ending that's earned, like Brotherhood, like the way Brotherhood was earned, or the way Hunter x Hunter is earned. How you doing, AJ? Evil Lord, I don't know, Evil Lord. Can I recommend a good slice of life, good dub? The thing is, I don't watch that much dub. I do watch dub, but not that much. So like, I know good slice of life. You know what? Try Bartender Glass of God. Try Bartender Glass of God. I did not listen to the dub, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark a bit here. MH ending was good. I thought it was good. And how you doing, Future Cause? Do I know Gundam? I mean, do I watch Gundam? Not particularly. Death Parade, I'm up. Death Parade, I no, I haven't started Death Parade yet. Had to think on it. Uh, Evil Lord Empire 12 episode banger. I mean, right now my watch list is full. You guys got good anime recommendations? I can pick something random. Uh, okay, so what I do is when you give me no context, I just open my list. I scroll down. Let's say 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And it landed on. Okay, it landed on Fate Stay Night. So there you go. That's a pretty good start. Uh, you are not a fan of mecha. It's not that. It's I'm not usually into mecha. Like Eureka 7, Iron Blooded Orphans, Metabots, uh, Big Bang Braver. There's some. There's a handful. Misfit of Demon King, I'm not enjoying. Honestly, I didn't enjoy Misfit of Demon King Academy, to be honest. Thoughts on Death Note? It's your first anime. What to watch next? So like I'm gonna pick something different because that's like it's a darker show. I'm gonna give something a little bit lighter. You know what? Not too much lighter. I'll go Assassination Classroom. What's your favorite anime? I don't actually have a favorite yet. How you doing, CTR? Look Back, haven't seen it. What anime moment feels inevitable in hindsight? Uh, Probably something like Future Diaries. Oh, Platinum End. Platinum End. You know what? Yeah, I'll say Platinum End. You like Naruto? Yes. Do I read Ippo? No. I watch it though. I don't have I don't have like a top four, top five, top 10. I don't have those. At least overall. Soul Eater Peak. It's very good. The ending could have been stronger. So like depends how you like to define peak. Do I read manga? Not really. I'm mostly an anime person. Are you Canadian? Indeed. Why'd the chicken cross the road? To get over to my house so I can cook it, obviously. Keke Sensen, haven't seen it. One Piece, are we talking the manga or the anime? Well, I guess you're asking anime since I said I don't read it. Like a low nines, probably like an. I can't go much higher than a 9. The pacing is just such a struggle. Did I see Blood Monday? Nope, haven't seen it. AOT is a mecha anime, and the flesh mech joke. Okay. No to watch. Yeah, I'm ignoring all Conan comments. Out of 10, compared to other famous animes like Naruto, or when I rate One Piece, again, I don't compare. I just put One Piece around a 9. It's roughly a 9 because I have to take some points off for the pacing and the Sanji slander and all that. Have you? Oh wait, okay, we're good. Have you done it yet, or I don't goon? That's stupid. I have a good joke. Please accept guest requests. You know, I don't take guests on. You look like demons. Look, Demon Slayer. I look like Demon Slayer. I don't see it. Is my wife single? I don't have a wife, so yes. He goes all day. Is there any other anime that gives the vibe of One Piece? What about it though? Like when you say compare, like you gotta describe what you're looking for because that doesn't mean anything. There's times where One Piece is like people goofing around on a ship, and there's times where it's like slavery and discrimination and genocide. So like, can you be more specific? One Punch Man season 3 or One Piece manga? Are you really comparing One Punch Man and One Piece? Okay. Full Metal or Brotherhood? I actually never finished the original, so I need to go back and do that. I'm watching Brother. Oh, well, I'm watching. I've seen Brotherhood many times. Is there an anime where the MC or side character is good but dies and comes back, but they turn evil? So they kill the MC and turn him evil? Ah, so like a resurrection to hmm. I mean, where they actually take the literal MC? Not really. I mean, I could kind of twist that because like Nagato, Child of Prophecy from Jiraiya, got he died and then came back as the bad guy, Pain. So like I could say that. Do I say A and a boot? No, I don't. Draw Brotherhood after part three. I love the entire series to death. Do I think the big three deserves to be the big three? Yes. The big three is not an opinion. It's not your opinion. It doesn't matter if you like it. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. It's just an objective reality based on real world performance. Look, Death Note. Where? Rate Spy Family out of 10. I've only seen the first season of Spy Family, so the first season was great. So if you're using that as a metric to whether you should try it or not, then first season's really good. You're not getting the treadmill back. Is Hunter x Hunter worth the watch? I would say yes. What do I think about One Piece? I think it's really good. I have complaints, but I think it's really good. Black Clover or JJK? You guys like to really compare stuff a lot, don't you? Black Clover for me. You talk about manga too. I mean, I'm open to talking about it. I just don't read it, so it's like my input's going to be kind of limited. Dropped One Piece after one episode. After episode one, okay. Favorite anime character? I will never have a favorite anime character. That's never going to happen. Hunter x Hunter or JJK? Hunter x Hunter. It's not even close. That's not even close. Asta yelling doesn't affect you. So here's the thing. Is it kind of annoying at the start? Sure, I can get that, but it gets a lot better. I'm also used to watching battle shonens, which means I have a certain tolerance for loud characters. So like Naruto, Deku, they're loud as well. Like I've seen my share of I watched Dragon Ball multiple times over. Like half the show is screaming. Debating to either watch JoJo's or Goodnight Pun Pun, or read Goodnight. Well, I know what Goodnight Pun Pun is. Uh, are you looking to feel chronically depressed or have a go on and like enjoy an adventure series? Should I watch Infinity Castle or Spy Family? Or someone who's only watched One Piece. Well, if you want some happy, silly vibes, then Spy Family. If you want, pretty action scenes, then Demon Slayer. Who would you watch Gurren Lagann? I wasn't into it. Couldn't get very far. Is Boruto worth it? I would say read it. I would just say read it and wait for Blue Vortex because hopefully that'll be better than what we've gotten. You love my content? Well, thank you. We're about to make some serious changes to that. Have I watched World Trigger? Indeed, I have. Violet Evergarden, good? Yes, but the age gap is really off putting. But otherwise, yes. Watch Chainsaw Man. That I've already seen it. What changes are you making? So our current content's not good enough. Just objectively speaking, our content is not good enough. After Christmas Day, views tanked down to hell. I can't survive on what it's doing. So I downloaded CapCut. I've been learning editing. We're gonna fine tune some stuff. We gotta change up what we're doing. What we're doing isn't good enough anymore. Have I watched Fast and Furious? I haven't seen Fast and the Furious since I was a kid. Freerun has the worst introduction. I disagree. It has a fantastic, brilliant, masterful introduction. You just might not understand it, or you have the attention span of a gnat, or you just don't like the story, which is fine too. Yes, I drink plenty of water. Favorite era? I don't have a favorite era. I enjoy every era that I've experienced so far. I just got Crunchyroll. I mean, okay. I'm not really a huge Crunchyroll fan, but if that's how you choose to watch anime, I'm not gonna. I mean, it works. It has stuff on there. What about anime where the original story changes when you go further than so like where it diverts from the manga? I mean, it depends because sometimes that goes well, sometimes that doesn't. So it's a case by case scenario. Where do I watch your anime? If you go to my Discord channel, which is posted on all of my platforms, you can go to the frequently asked questions, scroll down, and everything I use is right there. I hope the content changes goes well for you. We'll find out. I'm still learning to edit, so it may not be the most masterful execution at the start, but what we're doing is no longer enough. Have I watched Slow and Curious? Oh, you're fine. No, I have not. Is Charlotte good? Yes. Favorite comedy? Aggressive Retsuko, probably, or Agretsuko. Dropped Hunter x Hunter after Greed Island. I like Greed Island. I like Greed Island. I know it's slow at times, but it was still good. Do I have anime merch? I collect paintings. Like I don't collect figures or things like that unless they're a gift. But like, yeah, I just collect paintings. Black Butler wasn't into it. What's the best way, in my opinion, to watch anime? Uh, any way you choose. Like if we're talking a website, doesn't matter. If we're talking paid or free, doesn't matter. If we're talking sub or dub or whatever, doesn't matter. Any way that works for you, really. Any food visual novels? I've never. I don't really read visual novels in the first place. So the closest thing I know to a food visual novel is a cookbook. What anime do I suggest to me? I like action and good stories. So Maji. Maji's pretty good. You watched Astro Lost in Space? I haven't. Danmachi, I am up to date. I did see the announcement for season 6. What anime uses silence to show conflict? I swear you're using AI to come up with these questions. Uh, because, like, they're so random and obscure. And, like, I don't know. Oh, wait. You know what? Maybe Journal of a Witch? Maybe Journal of a Witch. You know what? That's actually not a bad call. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite series. Monogatari depends which one. Can you be specific as to which Monogatari you're talking about? There's more than one. What are your least favorite animes? Ecchi. Ecchi. That's the easiest way I can describe it. Is Journal of the Witch everything? No, it's a really good show that I don't see anyone else talking about, and it answered the question that he was asking. So, is everything a JoJo reference? No, I think people like to make everything a JoJo reference. Majestic Prince, haven't seen it. Stranger by the Shore, haven't seen it. Rurouni Kenshin, I have seen it. I'm up to date on it. I seriously am not. When I say I want to sleep, I write like, dude, come on, okay, Devilish, you need to get some sleep, man. Do I watch football? No, not even a little bit. All roads lead to the Fist of the North Star, though. I mean, and then what if I go? Well, technically, if I go east, if I keep going, no, not if I go east or west. You draw Black Clover after the Royal Knight selection, or two. Okay, so here's the thing: if you want like, here's the thing: if I drop the show because it's predictable, I don't think I'd watch anything. I think I would drop 99% of the shows that I've seen because, like, most stuff is predictable, but I don't think that's bad. Just because I could figure out what's coming. With Rurouni Kenshin, can you watch it after the controversy? So you mean that the author's a pedo? So yes, I'm aware of that. But here's the thing: you can acknowledge that Rurouni Kenshin is a well done series, but not financially contribute to the success of that author. So like I watch Rurouni Kenshin in a way that the author's not making money, and I won't support them financially. Blue Exorcist. I like Blue Exorcist. Well, at least the first half, not so much the newer half. I just started watching Shangri La, and you're on episode 5, and I like it more than expected. I think it's really good. Yeah. How's your favorite swordsman? And all? I will never have a favorite swordsman because again, there's just too much to pick singular characters. When does my stream start? YouTube and TikTok, it's kind of whenever I have free time. Twitch, it's a schedule. It's like 10 to 12, 5 days a week. Like that's set. That is set. But I am going to my cousin's house this weekend, so I'm going to be away for a few days. So that stream is going to be kind of interrupted. It's morally correct to pyro. Yeah, I would agree. Honestly, Psycho, I would agree. Don't financially support them. But it is it's still a fun series. I just don't want to encourage, I don't want to support that guy. Hunter x Hunter or Monster? I'd say Hunter x Hunter, definitely. Any fast paced romance? So something like, depends. I guess you'd want something shorter then. So like, something in the 12 to 24 episode range, something like with one season max. Something like, I think My Love Story is pretty quick. I'd say My Love Story is pretty quick because from the moment of the character introduction to the point where a relationship begins, it's pretty soon. Like it doesn't take very long. Ice Guy and His Cool Female Colleague also kicks off pretty quick. AOT is not in my top 5. Hey doggy, how you doing? Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh? Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh. The thing is, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! With Atem has so much content there because, like, there's Duelist Kingdom, there's Battle City, there's Orichalcos, there's Ancient Egypt. There's just so much content there. So it's kind of hard for me to not pick Yugi. I think Jaden is great. But I think I do like Atem more than Jaden, but Jaden would be my number 2. Do I think styling your hair while fighting is popped? In a real fight, unless it's like such an overwhelming difference in skill, like a pro beating up someone who's never done any sort of training whatsoever, even then that'd be difficult. Like a fight is tough. I don't think that's realistic. Plans for February 4th. What day is February 14th? It's in 5 days. Today is so that's a Saturday. I think it's a Saturday. So I'll be here. I'll be streaming. Do I like an antagonist that are just pure evil? So like, okay, Janemba. For example, look at Janemba. He's pretty close. Or Boo. Or Frieza. Or Griffith. Yeah, sure, why not? Can I give me an introduction for Vinland Saga? Okay. Couple of people trying to... Okay, you have people living in a very comfortable farmland, go out to sea to, like, I think it was fishing or something. Get ambushed. The father of the MC, Thor's, gets a visit from his past, leads to very dark consequences, and a journey of revenge begins. Griffith, best villain? Not for me, but I also don't read the series. Is Soul Eater peak? I can't say it's peak because the ending could have been stronger, but it's a very good series. Do I think Loki will join the Straw Hats? I'm not reading the manga. I cannot tell you what's happening. I cannot tell you who's going to join the Straw Hats because I'm not there. What anime is the guy from? That is Sakamoto Desuka. Is Aizen one of the best villains? I like Aizen. He's cool. Have I watched Hikaru Died? Not yet. Do I think... that's a good story. Oh, it's a great story. Vinland Saga is fantastic. I lowball because I don't know what he thinks. Did I miss something there? Do I have any suggestions similar to Vinland Saga? So again, when you're asking for when you're referencing something and you want to be similar to that, you got to tell me what elements about it, because you might just mean the genre. You might mean dark, tragic backstories. You might want like a journey of forgiveness. Like I don't know. You got to be clear on that. What do I like more, One Punch Man or JJK? Easily JJK. That's not even close. What's my issue with AOT? So I watch anime for fun, to have a good time, to relax, to de-stress, to enjoy myself. And like I'm okay with darker series when there's at least some moments of peace, hope, relax, like some lighter moments to at least bring up the atmosphere a bit. AOT is depression after depression after depression. There is no hope. It is just constant despair. And it puts me in a very tired mind. It tires me out. You're gonna hate Chainsaw Man. I like Chainsaw Man. I mean, here's the thing: Chainsaw Man at least has enough lighthearted comedic moments sprinkled throughout that even though a lot of people die, it's a very dark and gloomy atmosphere. Denji's tough backstory. Uh, I get it, and Chainsaw Man's not my favorite show either, but I still enjoy it the same way I still enjoy AOT. I just don't love it to bits. AOT has some peace and romance. I mean, technically, not enough for me. What's your thoughts on Epo? I love Epo. In fact, I'm planning to do some Epo content coming up. So, in order for me to do that video that I want to do, I have to rewatch it. Objectively, I have to rewatch it. So, I actually just started again for like the fourth time. What do I think of Code Geass? I like the story. Didn't really enjoy the series though. I only watch romance animes, but I want to expand. So, like, if you like romance, you could expand into an either like a wholesome adventure series. So, like, doesn't have to be like a dating series, but like something where there's a more of a wholesome adventure. Like, hold on, what's a wholesome, what's a lighthearted adventure? You know what? Campfire cooking. Campfire cooking with my absurd skill. That's a very fun, lighthearted cooking adventure fantasy. So that's kind of it's not there's not a dating series, but it has that same kind of feel to it. You dropped AOT after Uprising arc. I mean, I was fine with all the arcs. I like the Uprising arc. Favorite Assassin's Creed game so far. So far, it's still gonna be I think Brotherhood. Even though Black Flag, I think had the most the most fun gameplay. I think I still had the most fun with Ezio, man. Clavates, I saw it. I think I dropped it halfway through. I just got bored a bit. The backstories and forgiveness of Vinland. So okay, so you want like the story of like vengeance and forgiveness and that kind of dynamic. Okay. Vengeance, forgiveness. Okay, so you know what? How about Monster? How about Monster? Because like I think that's an interesting one. Maybe Monster. Is that the right fit? Is Monster? I mean, technically, it kind of is. But I'm trying to think if there's something more. Inuyashiki. Inuyashiki. You know what? Go with that. Go with Inuyashiki. Who's your favorite One Piece character? I don't actually know. I'm just gonna say Rayleigh. I don't actually know. Do content on Avatar. So right now I'm planning out some more videos. I have one video for Epo I want to do, but it's going to take quite a bit of time to finish that one. The next one is going to be I want to do a free run video that I'm planning. We'll see. We'll see. I have a lot of work to do on that. Monster and Forgiveness. When after so here's the thing. If you finish Monster, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you finish Monster, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't think AOT. I don't like. I didn't need therapy after AOT. It's like it's dark, but it's like it always leaves me in a sourish mood. Demon Slayer generic too shonen. If you don't want too much like if you don't like shonen, then don't watch shonen. You're gonna go watch JoJo's. All right, have a great day, dude. Uh, how I've seen Inuyashiki, so I'll start Monster. Okay. Well, cool. You've seen Inuyashiki. Not many people know that. It's just Monster's a slow burn, so like it might be hard. I mean, it's a slow burn. Do I watch any isekais? I've seen quite a few isekais, so yes. Recommend people Avatar when it fits. I recommend tons. I recommend a show when it fits the suggestion. Sure. 86 haven't seen it yet. Neon Genesis never got into it. Tried it. I'm just not big into most mechas. Country, I'm Canadian. I am Canadian. What anime fight would look ridiculous without music? Honestly, I don't really have a problem with no music. I really don't have a problem with anime fights without music. So I can't think of any to be honest. Maybe something silly. I'm trying to think of one that's like it'd have to be like a silly fight or like one that's I don't know. I honestly don't know. Avatar AOT humor. Anas, come on. Any good isekais you've seen? Most of them. That's what a lot of people say. Everyone says that. Okay, so My favorite is Digimon. So have you seen the entire Digimon franchise? Like, have you gone through all of it? Because there's a lot there. Do I like Doctor Stone for the most part? I think the start's quite slow. No, I disagree. I think the start is strong. I think the start is the strongest part of it. Just answer the question. I don't know what you want me to say. I dropped Sword Art Online because I didn't like the main character. Does he get any better? No, he gets worse. Kirito gets worse. I dropped it too. What do I think about Bleach? I like Bleach. Opinion on Seven Seeds? Haven't seen it. Toilet Bound? Haven't seen it. JoJo's? I've seen up to part 4. AOT or Avatar? And see, that's the same question every stream, man. Come on. Did Pendulum or Link Summoning ruin Yu-Gi-Oh? I left Yu-Gi-Oh like around that time. I played competitively up until when did I leave? When did I leave? I think I left Yu-Gi-Oh around the XYZ era. I think it was around or Link Summon. I left around the XYZ or Link Summoning era. That's when I left. Have I seen Don? I've seen the first season. Did I watch Gurren Lagann? Tried to, couldn't do it. Number 6, I have not seen number 6. I tell you how much I love your. Well, thank you, Subas. Well, we got to make them better. How you doing, Paul? Okay, can Ash and Anas, can you both stop spamming? It's becoming annoying to read the TikTok chat. What's better, Naruto or Dragon Ball Z? I prefer Naruto by a little bit. Yeah, actually by a fair bit. XYZ was good, I guess. Better synchro. I mean, I didn't like. I look. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh back in like the original, like the original format, like the fusion summoning and ritual summoning, and occasionally like some special summoning effects. But I didn't like when it got too messy. The whole of the first season, the first 5 episodes felt like really slow, and then towards the end it picks up, and then early middle to peak. But that's just, I mean, look, you're allowed your opinion. I really enjoyed that entire like first half, like the first 2 seasons. Yeah, the goat. Yeah, I prefer goat format. Have I read Vagabond? I have not. You just finished AOT a week ago. Nothing compares so far. A week ago. Congratulations. A week ago is nothing. I've been watching anime for over 30 years. What's my favorite jutsu? Probably Shadow Clone Jutsu because it's so practical. Thank you, Sheriff, for the heart. I appreciate that. Slight JJK spoiler. Do not post spoilers. Do not post spoilers in my chat unless you are asked to, or like don't post spoilers in my chat. That there's a lot of we have a lot of JJK fans in here, and I don't want them to try and keep up with chat, and then something spoils it for them. No, we don't do that. What are your top 3? I don't have a top 3. I don't have a top 1. Do I like Tokyo Ghoul? Yes. Anime recommendation? Okay, you guys know what we do. We're going to go to Mal. We're going to scroll down for 3, 2, 1, and stop it randomly. And you're okay. You landed on Faraway Paladin. That's a different one. Okay. My recommendation of the day is Faraway Paladin. There you go. Goron Peak, not for me. Do I like Tokyo Ghoul? Yes. What Yu-Gi-Oh archetype did I play? So back in the day, so this is for you newer players. Back in the day, there were no archetypes. It didn't exist. You had you pretty much had like the playstyle was you bring out the biggest monster you can and punch the other player in the face with the biggest thing you could play. So back when I was I'm playing competitively, the meta was like Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Dark Paladin, Chaos Emperor, Dragon Envoy of the End. Like that was the meta of my era. Thank you, Braden, for the follow. I'm asking for you to swallow. You haven't. I have not read the manga. I don't read the manga at all. I couldn't tell you what happens. Pokemon TCG. I have not played the Pokemon TCG since like Gen 2. Like I play Magic. I play Magic now. I only have enough money for one card game. I don't even have enough money for this one. Any medieval anime? So like I don't know much medieval stuff. Also depends. Like, do you want like medieval fantasy, or like medieval, or like magic, or no magic? Because like there's Seven Deadly Sins, there's Vinland Saga, but like I don't know that many medieval series. If I'm being honest, we're doing all right. I think we're doing okay. Can I read your comment? Yes. What happens in the manga? In what manga? because I don't read the manga. I mean, there were some beaters, Lajin the Magic Lamp. Wait, Lajin the Magic Lamp. I remember the Mystic Lamp, and I remember the genie from Kaiba's structure deck. What, the mystical genie of the lamp, like 1800 attack points or something. That wasn't meta. Uh, a world where light shifts with every step I take. I don't know what you want me to do with that idea. How do I feel about JoJo's? I think it's pretty good. Also, oh damn, oh damn, hang on. Silent Blade, thank you for the rose, and Sheriff again, thank you for the go popular signs. I appreciate all the donations there. What magic deck is my main? So I have three decks. My least favorite is my Eldrazi because I bought the. It was like the precon. It was not good. I have a Merfolk deck, and I have a red, white, blue Spellslinger. And we're currently, when we're less poor, we're gonna make an Dragon deck. Have I watched Magic Maker? I have not. I don't care who takes over who. Dragon Ball is peak. For me, it's very good depending on the part, but I can't say it's peak for me. Oh yeah, so the genie. Yes, I know. I remember the genie. Can I suggest a romance anime that has strong chemistry between the leads? So like most romance that I watch. So like again, Snow White with red hair, Ice Guy and his cool female colleague, My Love Story, Sign of Affection, Silent Voice, Your Name, Weathering with You. It was the first month. First month with 19. No. Legend that no. The genie has 1800 attack points. If we're talking about a 4-star summoning with 1900 attack points, are you thinking of Vorse Raider? Are you thinking of Vorse Raider? Or forgot that it was a couple of elves. It was another. It was another. There was a couple of elves with 1900 attack points. It wasn't Mystic Elf. It was like it was a set of twin elves. Sukuna abandoned Yuji and possesses Megumi. Okay, I've been asking this everywhere. When does good part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure end? The good part. I mean, it's been good for me the whole time. It's actually just been getting better. Like part one was fine, part two was good, part three was good, part four was even better. What is currently making a 5-color Aang Master Element deck? I have. That's okay. You're currently making an Avatar deck. I know the Avatar set just came out, but like right now we're moving in a couple of days, and that's going to cost me a lot of money, which I don't currently have. So like, I don't have money for Magic right now. I feel like my stand users kind of made it boring for me. I mean, I think stands are interesting. I mean, if you prefer Hamon to stands, I get it. Like people like different stuff, but there's some pretty interesting stands that come up. Basically, made profit from that poll. I mean, lucky you. I mean, I sometimes make profit, but not often. Like, I think most of my stuff has been moved already. I did pull a mystic, like a mythic rare Jace from a my friends. What's it called? My friends and I we did a draft tournament at my friend's house, and I pulled a Jace. Yeah, there's an Avatar. There's an Avatar Magic the Gathering set. I just started One Piece 3 weeks ago. You're currently on Dressrosa, so you're just like not sleeping. Cell over Zuko. I prefer Zuko over Cell, but like I love Cell. He's one of my favorite characters in the franchise. Do I stream games on this channel? I stream games over on Twitch. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, I would strongly appreciate that. So yes, we do. Do I like Cells at work? I do like Cells at work. I actually have to catch up on that one too. Thoughts on season 2 of Vinland? I'm a few episodes in, and it seems very slow. It's a different vibe. It's not the same, but I think it's brilliant. Favorite GTA? I stopped after 4, but I'm also not a huge GTA guy. What about school-based mature love? So you're looking for a school-based mature romance. Sign of Affection, because those are college students. They're in college, so that would fit. What's the best anime I've ever watched? I have no idea. Vinland Chatter. We have a lot of Vinland fans in here. Any unknown anime that like the thing is, there's no such thing as unknown anime. Most of it is probably just going to be older stuff that you guys have forgotten exists, like Metabots. Inuyasha would be perfect for that suggestion. I'm not an Inuyasha fan though. I don't like Inuyasha. I'm on Fishman Island in One Piece. Is that good? I mean, Do I enjoy that arc? I don't enjoy that arc. Is it good that that's where you're at in the story? As long as you're having a good time, then yes. Medaka Box. I've seen Medaka Box, but I said Metabots. Different series. Similar, sounds similar, I guess. Will Hunter x Hunter return? Not to my knowledge. At least the anime, not to my knowledge. Have I ever practiced any sport? I mean, many eons ago, but probably before you were born. What's the next question? Best unknown anime? I don't know, man. Thoughts on Kengan Ashura? I still haven't seen that one. Please tell me that's Gundam. Metabots? Well, actually, no. Okay, Metabots think battling each other, except instead of like monsters, you have humanoid robots. Like your partner's a mecha, like a little human-sized mecha. It's pretty awesome. Link Click still haven't seen. And does anyone know this anime? The main character is a girl and she races a spaceship. I have not seen that. I can tell you, I have not seen that. Is there any anime with a similar character to Vash? So, like, can you describe what about Vash? Is it his silliness? Is it his shooting skills? Because, uh, like for example, Usopp is a very, very talented sniper who does not like hurting people, who is very kind-hearted and very good at shooting. Trigun is a pure-hearted good boy with very, very high levels of skill. So, like, depends what you mean. You seen Future Diary? I have. I have. You agree on the speculation for Monkey D. Dragon bounties higher than Rogers? I mean, the only thing to go off of that is two things. Is that he's considered the most wanted man in the world, and two is that he is the leader of a crew that is the direct opposition to the Marines. While Roger was king of the pirates, they weren't actively trying to destroy the world government. So, like, it is theoretically possible. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, but I don't typically believe in something until there's proof. I need proof. So, like, I think the speculation is reasonable. That monster you were talking about, what's it called? Gemini. Yes, it was Gemini Elf. Exactly it. Yes, that was it. I'm 5'9". I'm on Fish Farm. Okay. Damn, what happened? It's like people got quiet all of a sudden. Anyway, what else was I watching recently? So yeah, I'm rewatching Ippo again for the content I'm planning to do. Just finished episode 2. Wait, how many episodes are there again? Like 100 and something? Oh man, that's gonna take a while. That's gonna take some time. How you doing, Shazad? What's the most traumatizing scene in Dragon Ball Z? Uh, Traumatizing Dragon Ball Z, probably. For me, it's probably going to be future Gohan, because, like, the dude, like, everyone's dead. Like, in Trunks' timeline, everyone is dead. Like, his father's dead, Goku's dead. Almost everyone's dead, besides, like, Bulma, and then, like, it's just him and Gohan, last stand, and then, like, just that's such a depressing feeling, man. Such a dark, yeah. Would I watch AOT style character against Gundam? I mean, so like some hypothetical verses. Frankly, I wouldn't care. Like, would I watch a series that had that kind of style to it? Sure, but like, do I care about some hypothetical versus video? Not really. Sentenced to be a Hero. I think it has potential to be one of the better new series this year. Depression and anxiety sent me back to the past. I feel like I'm lost. Ippo has around 75 episodes without the fillers and OVA, so you're actually incorrect because I have it open in front of me. Ippo's Fighting Spirit alone, just this season, has 75. So, like, and then if I type it here, we have Hajime no Ippo. There we go. So we have Fighting Spirit. We have Hajime no Ippo, the fighting. Then there's the so we got at least 126 episodes. 126. How you doing, Shadow? Where's Rent a Girlfriend? It says 0 on 10. What do I think of Yu-Gi-Oh from SAO? Who's Yu-Gi-Oh again? I dropped SAO a long time ago. So Is that who is that? How you doing, JC? How do I feel about the ending of Goku Black's arc? He had it coming. He had it coming. If you mean that a spoiler warning for end of the Goku Black arc, where Goku clicked the button, summoned Zeno, and like, yep, you're annoying. Bye, just erases him. Uh, I mean, they had no way to beat him. It was kind of funny, I guess. Your thoughts on Tensura? I like most of Tensura. Season 3 was okay. What do I think about Rangiku and Nemu from Bleach? I need to read who's Nemu again. I remember Rangiku. I mean, she's cool enough. Nemu, Bleach. That was oh, she's okay. I mean, she's fine. I like Rangiku more. I thought Fighting Spirit in Ippo was the only one. Nope, there's more. There's 126 episodes. So, okay. The series ends on a flashback. So if you know you got there, then you're done. It ends on a flashback with the coach. How would One Piece would Takamura be if he was in the how OP would Takamura be if he was in the Bakiverse? Honestly, probably not very. He'd probably die horribly. Yu-Gi-Oh is Kirito's. Oh, in the underworld. Oh, in the underworld. Isn't it? Wait. Yu-Gi-Oh is that season. After Gun Gale. What was that other one? It was like Alf. It was Sao, Alfheim, Gun Gale. Then that other Alicization. Uh, then probably not. I mean, I don't really remember caring for him. I dropped it at that point. Do I have any nerdy anime? Nerdy? Uh, Depends how like what kind of nerdy you mean. Because like, you could go with like love is hard for. Are we talking like Doctor Stone? Love is hard for an otaku. Science fell in love and I tried to prove it. Like, what do you mean? Does Reagan solo everyone? Obviously. Opinions on Full Metal Alchemist. Can you give me a detailed explanation? So I'm without any spoilers, like or at least focusing entirely on the very, very beginning of the series. Pretty much, there's these two brothers whose mother is dead, and attempt to use alchemy to bring her back to life. Suffer extreme consequences for those actions, as it's a game. It's a like it goes against the rules of alchemy to try and bring back the dead. They suffer a horrific consequence and then go on a journey to try and fix their situation. I didn't get why Zoro's bounty was lower than Robin's for so long because she can read the. Well, here's the thing. Robin has also been on the run since she was a small child. Like she's had a bounty since since she was a little kid, and she's also older than Zoro. And the fact that she could read the poneglyphs on top of that. Have I seen Tomodachi Game? I have not. Favorite anime? Don't really have one. Pro wrestling? I don't watch it. Don't really care for it. I respect their training though, because I know it's brutally difficult. Like the training involved for it is really rough. Aincrad and the Fancy when the GG. Yeah, then okay, so yes, it was Aincrad, and then yeah, Alfheim, Gun Gale, Alicization. Uh, yeah, he knows about. Yeah, exactly. She knows about the Forbidden Past. Well, she doesn't know everything about the Forbidden Past. It's because she's able to translate the poneglyphs that reveal information about the Forbidden Past. She doesn't actually know what all the details of what's happened. You versus John Jones. No idea who that is. Do I have a favorite anime genre? Cozy stuff. So like, do I? Here's the thing. I'll watch anything that's like not ecchi or fan servicey. That's well too much. But like horror, fantasy, shonen, seinen, shojo, I'm pretty open. What do I think? If All Might is healthy and doesn't meet Izuku, so like, pretty much he has no need to pass it down. I mean, here's the thing. At some point, he still would have passed it down, though. Like, at some point, he would have retired and passed it. It just wouldn't have been Izuku. So, like, if All Might could have settled things himself, that would have been great. I mean, it would have been really great for All Might. I don't think he wants to put. I don't think he wants to put that burden on somebody. But I think he might have passed down his powers at some point. Actually, wait. If All Might was the one to defeat All for One, and like all like passing it down never had to happen, then he would have fulfilled the role of One for All, and he would have lost the powers and not passed it down. So very different story. Dabura versus Gojo. Why are you comparing those two? Like why? Like what are you doing? Favorite twist in anime? I think uh, Odd Taxi has a great twist. I think Platinum End has a great twist. Uh, I think it has some good twists. I think actually I actually think Brotherhood has a good twist as well. I like that. I like the what they did at the end there. So actually, was that really a twist? I mean, it's not really much of a twist. It's just the way they did it was really well. Okay, it's not so much of a twist. Future Diary. Future Diary was a pretty interesting twist. What do I think of the Academy Saga arc in Chainsaw Man? I mean, is that in the manga? Because I don't think that's been animated. I don't think that's been animated, has it? Classroom of the Elite had a twist. It did, but none of those twists are going to be like, oh my god. None of those twists like threw me off, or like, wow, this is like one of my favorite twists ever. Any chance I've seen Death Note multiple times? Yes. Thoughts on the enemy on the ending? Uh, the ending was it. I actually liked the ending. I just thought it took too long to make it happen because I didn't like the entire second half. But yeah, I mean, the ending was good. What do I think of do I think Usopp will have a power up in Elbaf? I think he'll do more than he is right now. I just don't know when because I'm not reading the manga. People have always speculated it would be Elbaf, but I don't know what's happening. Any actually underrated? So, like again, when you ask underrated, that means I'm comparing my opinion to something. Compared to whose, or compared to what? Like what rating am I comparing my own to? What anime would I recommend that will make me feel weird and sad? I don't know about weird, but like sad. Okay, I'll just pick the next set here. I'll scroll. What's the first sad anime that pops up on my list? I need something sad. Give me something sad here. A lot of these are not that. Well, Vinland Saga could be sad. I would. None of these are that sad. Okay. I want to eat your pancreas. I want to eat your pancreas. That's a sad one. If I had to pick Dabara, you mean Dabura? Again, if you need me to answer this question, I have to ask you what are you thinking? Why would you do that to Gojo? Was spoiler warning for the JJK manga? Was being a Kit Kat not enough? Watch Overflow? No. Do I watch Dress Up Darling? I did. Wasn't a huge fan of it. Have I ever seen Assassination Classroom? Yes. Erased, also pretty good, though kind of rushed. Silent Voice is also sad. Silent Voice is a sad one, yes. Favorite one of the seven warlords of the sea? Kuma. Definitely Kuma. Mob Psycho? Very good. Very good. How you doing, Sam? The Straw Hats all will need to eventually learn hockey. I don't necessarily think so. Like I don't necessarily think so. I think it would be a good thing, but also I'm just keeping in mind how likely that is to occur given where they're at in the story, how much time they have, what's going like I don't know if they're gonna have the opportunity for that to happen. So you're spamming chat, and you know what happens when you spam in this channel, you get a timeout. What's the soccer anime? Well, there's a few. There's Inazuma 11, there's Blue Lock, there's Days, there's Awashi. How you doing, Freddy? Where I'm at in Bleach, Jushiro Ukitake and Shunsui Kyoraku just started fighting the old guy. Oh, Yamamoto? Nice. What anime do I think is good to watch in a group setting with a bunch of friends? It depends on what those friends like, to be honest. It really depends on what those friends like to watch. Like, okay, what are my friends? Well, I mean, my friends and I don't really watch anime together. We mostly watch like movies on rare occasion. Uh, Probably like, yeah. What are your friends like? An isekai? Okay. You know what? Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. Uh, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I watched Chainsaw Man. I just named it. Yeah, Moonlit Fantasy is an isekai. Do I have a Code Geass top? No, I do not have Code Geass in my top five. Do I think the flower you saw that day is sad? Oh, Anohana? Yes, it's sad. It didn't make me cry or anything, but like, it's a sad one. It could be a tearjerker. Like, yeah, it's one of the sadder-ish series. It didn't hit me that hard. What's my favorite? I don't have a favorite. And what anime have I recently started watching? Re, some of the newer series: Sentenced to be a Hero, Journal of a Witch, the new Fake, Strange Fake. Have I watched Welcome to NHK? I've only seen half an episode. You're gonna start reading JJK. I mean, I watch it. I like the anime. I assume the manga is gonna be similar enough that I can say it's probably good. Luffy is yes, he is, and started his journey in East Blue and how the sun rises from the east. Yeah. What about the Goodbye Going Merry arc? I mean, that was sad. Sure, that was sad. Water Seven, the entire Water Seven Enies lobby is one of my favorite arcs. It's like one of my three favorite arcs. Are you eating or sleeping well? You seem tired. No, I'm actually doing pretty good today. It's just, do you want me to be super high energy for 2 hours for every single comment? Because here's the thing. I'll get excited when someone like mentions something interesting, but I can't be authentically hyped up for 2 hours when we're just chat. I can be more hyped up when we're streaming video games, but like when I'm just hanging out reading chat, I can't be like 2 hours of that. I would die internally. Have I watched Summertime? I haven't. Favorite fight from MHA? Probably the overhaul fight. It's gonna be the overhaul fight. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? I tried to, couldn't do it. Thoughts on ReZero? Season 1 is good. Season 2 is okay. Season 3 was better than 2. But thank you for worrying about my health, but my health is probably better than virtually every single one of you. Most likely, statistically, my health is going to be better than every single one of you. Rate Hunter on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 9. Violet Evergarden, it would be okay. So it would be perfect if the age gap wasn't so disturbing. It just seems so exhausted. So here's the thing: I'm also very stressed. I'm also like very stressed. So like I still need to do all the things I need to do, but my mental battery is like trying not to explode. Thoughts on Blue Lock? It's fun. It's pretty fun. Despite, I know people are going to say, "Oh, but the animation." It's still fun. I don't care. Uh, I watched that. Where am I from? I'm Canadian. If I were to write a manga, I wouldn't. Here's the thing: I would not write a manga. I would not be in an anime. I would not be a voice actor. I simply wouldn't do it. I know you don't like to. It's true. Do I think Mihawk is stronger than Shanks? So let me ask you this. Instead, I'm going to flip this question on you because I'm going to make you think for a second. How do you want me to even attempt to scale a character that hasn't even begun to show what they can do in any capacity? They've done like nameless slashes. That's about it. What do you want me to do with that information? You don't know I can have 15% body fat? Doesn't Okay, so here's the thing, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't actually mean anything. That just means that for a male, that you would have a reasonably healthy body fat percentage. You could be weak as hell, you could be incredibly deconditioned, you could have all these issues. You just have your body fat is in a reasonable spot. That's all that tells me. Would you say Sabo is more talented than Ace? So here's the thing. Let's look at everything that Ace has done and everything that Sabo has done. We have seen Sabo eat the devil fruit on Dressrosa and then combine that with his existing repertoire of techniques to destroy a Colosseum. He fought Burgess and like briefly interacted with Fujitora, I believe. So like he shot at Burgess for being a troll, which doesn't really take much particular mastery to do that. And then we saw him like infiltrate Marijois, which he didn't really use his fruit that much. It was mostly just escaping and fleeing. Given the circumstances, he kind of had to do that. And then Ace, we see him like destroy multiple ships. He has his whole reputation around that. I don't know if Sabo's at that level yet. He might be. We just haven't seen it. Have I watched Loner Life? I have not. How you doing, Selkeek? What do I think about the upcoming God of War series? I didn't know there was a God of War series because I don't really follow God of War. Sorry. Do I watch anime? Yes. Thoughts on Bastardy? Haven't seen that either. Can Gojo be Goku? I feel like that question is ridiculous. Sorry, I'm not insulting you. I just think that the whole notion that that's even possible is ridiculous. Thoughts on my next door neighbor is an do you mean the angel next door spoils me rotten? Because I know that one. I don't know about unless you mean that one. Did I watch EPO? I've seen it multiple times. Am I excited for GTA 6? Nope, not getting it. Uh, you must be Alien, not like God of War. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I did not say I did not like God of War. Actually, I'll say two things to that. One, I never said I didn't. I don't like God of War. I said I don't follow God of War. I don't play the games. Second, what's wrong with not liking a game? People like different stuff. Favorite character? Never. I'll never have one of those. I can hear the bell. Hear what bell? The greatest gaming fiction character in history. Again, so like this is a question I think absolutely like I don't know how any person could even answer this question. There's hundreds of thousands of fictional gaming characters. Where do I even start with that? I don't know how any human does that. Is there any fun fan theories that you enjoyed? Mine was the indoctrination theory. I don't know that one. I love Mass Effect. I don't know that theory. Thoughts on the Angel Next Door supposedly Ron? Oh yeah, it's okay. It's a great series. It's great. That's what I thought you meant. Thoughts on Record of Ragnarok? Dropped it at season 2. I couldn't keep going. Is what happens after Ichigo and Aizen fight worth it? Depends. Like there's some arcs after that which are really not, and some arcs that are. Like Thousand Year Blood War, fantastic. The arc immediately preceding that, no, no, it was not. Have I watched JoJo's yet? I still haven't started part 5. Thoughts on Goblin Slayer? It's very good. Well, the first season is very good. Season 2 is not as good as the first one. The movie was fun too. A human being that believes in the fictional character he grew up with since 2005 there is no okay, so regardless of who I grew up with, I will not put any character on some sort of I'm not going to put a character on a pedestal just because I grew up with them. Okay, so like I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, Digimon, Metabots, Zatch Bell, Soul Eater, Cyber Six, tons of series. I can't say they're the best just because I grew up with them. You should get Green Hell. Green Hell? What are you talking about? Is solo leveling the best new gen? No. It's fun though. I've watched it twice, so obviously it's fun, but definitely not. What do I think about Pokemon Legends ZA? Yes, I would change it. It's too handholdy. Way too many forced tutorials. Way too tedious to get through. I never watched an anime movie. So it depends what kind of movie you want, though. I'd probably go with some independent film, like something that's not attached to like another series, like a standalone movie. Uh, I think Silent Voice is really good. Your Name, Weathering with You, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Uh, you could go with any Ghibli movie, honestly. Favorite Pokemon Gen 1, but that's because like I don't really know the newer gens. I grew up with the like earlier gens, so like that's what I'm familiar with. Green Hell is a video game. Here's the thing: I mostly play games that are science fiction, science fantasy, because that's what my channel is focused on. I have no idea what that is. I am reporting your channel. Okay, I finally found your live, and I'm asking you for to never come into my live stream again and say those comments about my little. Who the hell are you? Okay, so even though your trolling sucks, I'm just gonna have to ban you, dude. Goku's really what? Hang on. No, hold on, gotta get rid of that. Okay. I don't care who's stronger than who. You guys need to grow up. What are your thoughts on Dreaming Boy is a Realist? I haven't seen that one. I've heard that name before though. Favorite Ippo fight? Probably Ippo versus Sendo. But I'm rewatching the series for content purposes, so I'll actually try and come up with an answer for that. Have I seen Sun and Moon? Nope. I am currently on Diamond and Pearl. Favorite Ippo? Elite Ball. Thank you. Have I ever been in a relationship? If well, technically. Can we agree on Budokai Tenkaichi? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Tenkaichi 3 is the best Dragon Ball game. I will stand on that. Thoughts on Gachikuta? One of the better series of last year. Uh, do I have an opinion about the Crocomom theory? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just people on the internet are weird. For real, better than Spark. Yeah, I think Tenkaichi 3 is a lot better than Sparking Zero. Tenkaichi 3 is the best one. When are we visiting Sweden? When do you think I'm visiting Sweden? The next two trips are Japan and Italy. I don't know when Sweden's going to. They said Crocomom theory. Can you agree that people saying Yamato is a translator gets on your nerves? I mean, here's the thing: if they're misunderstanding the if they're misunderstanding the series, like I'm not gonna like get mad at it. It's just they either saw something off of like a video and didn't watch it, or maybe their literacy skills are not that good. And you know what? If I got mad every time someone could not comprehend basic information on the internet, I would lose my mind. So, like, no, I'm not going to get upset over it. I'll just be like, okay, do they want to correct that information, or are they going to be annoying and be like, no, it's this? Got excited when I said Buddha Tenkaichi 3? Yes, because most comments here, like, I get a lot of repetitive stuff on here. So, like, when someone mentions an like a asks a unique question or mentions something that I don't see brought up enough, then yes, I'm going to have a reaction. Have I watched Demon Slayer? Indeed, I have. I think Xenoverse 2 is better than Sparking Zero. I would agree. I also think Xenoverse 2 is better than Sparking Zero. I'm back again, and I have the great question that have I watched Moriarty the Patriot? I have not. Hajime no Peak? Yes. Mean mentioned nostalgia. I mean, oh, the movie? Which movie? Which movie are you talking? I'm trying to see your previous comment. I don't. I think I missed your. What movie was it again? Psyche K is the world's funniest show. Not for me. It's not. It's not my type of comedy. Have I watched Gundam? Gurren Lagann? No, I couldn't do it. Who is better, Vampire, Alucard, or Dio? I like Alucard more than Dio, at least currently. My work here is done. Please watch it. It's really good. My watch list is currently full. Can we talk about how bad One Punch Man season 3 was? Honestly, I think that comment's been beaten to death. I'm not trying to be dismissive to you. It's just at this point, it's like beating a dead horse. Like the question is, the comments just. What more do you want me to say? It's been said 1,000 times. Silent Hill 2 remake was well deserved. I have not. I'm not really a Silent Hill guy. Is Gecko Moria dead? I don't think he's confirmed dead, as far as I'm aware. What's the watch order for the Fate timeline? So you would go with Fate Zero, Heaven's Feel, Unlimited Blade Works, and then after that, it's kind of separate series. Like they're still like real Fate series. It's just not connected to that. So I would start with Fate Zero if you're looking to go like chronological order. One Punch Man season 3 slander isn't even standard. Like yeah, exactly. It's just we acknowledge that the season was not done well. But like, how many times do we have to bring up the same topic again and again? Like we've established this. It was not up to the standard that it should have been at all. We get it. Hopefully, the next one's better. Would I pay to watch Saitama versus Beerus? Not even a. I would actually pay not to. Seraph of the End is top 70. I mean, I haven't seen Seraph of the End. Bleach or Hunter x Hunter? I might go Bleach. It's close enough that I kind of go. I might say Bleach one day. I might say Hunter the next day. I kind of. It's one of those. You pay not to watch. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't care. Saitama versus no. They said Beerus, not Boros. It's because the power scaling community, like the serious power scaling community, make me physically ill. I just don't want to deal with them. Demon Slayer story, plot, and character development is. I actually really like it. Wait, Demon Slayer. The story is normal. Like it's fine. It's nothing like you. It's nothing overly unique, but it's fine. A simple story is sometimes good. The characters are fun. The action is good. The animation is good. The pacing is mostly fine when they're not doing too many flashbacks. I don't have many complaints about it. Doctor Stone, well done series, but the direction the story takes is kind of eh. I don't. You'll see in the manga, it kind of goes in a different direction. Have I watched Demon Slayer movie? I have. Is it like Avatar Brotherhood case? Kind of. I started watching. Start with Blade Works, but I haven't watched anything else. No, you're just not necessarily going in the right order. Like you're gonna. There's content. There's context you're missing. So there's that, but you're not cooked. Did I think they dragged out Akaza's backstory? I think the Demon Slayer movie was just a mess in terms of pacing and flashbacks because it's like 1 minute of fighting, 5 minutes flashbacks, back to the fight for 30 seconds, another flashback, back to the. Look, they should have cut the flashbacks down and not made it so intermittent. Just like fight, flashback, back to the fight, finish. Or like flashback, then fight, done. Not like this ping ponging back and forth. It was exhausting. Fate Zero or Blade Works, I prefer Blade Works. Bizarre Adventure gave so many power systems to other anime. I mean, I don't keep track of who inspires who, but like Hamon, Stands. I could try and think of something. I mean, I don't know. It probably did. JoJo's is a pretty long-standing series. You're watching Gachakuta, I am. Can I recommend some anime like Bleach? So what aspects of Bleach are you specifically referring to? Yes, I've seen Seven Deadly Sins. You're a fictional guy, so that means me and you would pay to watch Interstellar again. I actually never finished it. Never finished. I never actually watched Interstellar. Don't hate me for it. I just don't watch movies much. I'm not a huge movie buff at all. Did I like Seven Deadly Sins? It's mixed. It's mixed. So like sometimes, not always. So after watching Blade Works, where should I start? So I would go to Fate Zero. Like if you're looking to understand everything, I'd go back to Fate Zero and start there. Who's got the most plot? So plot armor isn't real most of the time. It's plot armor is two things. It's silly power scalers thinking that a character only lost because of the plot, when it's really just the author telling the story, and they're mad that the character they like lost because their power scaling did not match their power scaling did not match the story. Or two, the author wrote themselves into a corner and had to pull something out of nowhere to fix what they did because they kind of they screwed themselves, which does happen, but that's not usually the case. You're gonna go pray for you for what? Okay. Uh, be friends with Yujiro or Renji. I don't remember who Renji from Tokyo Ghoul is. I just don't remember who they are. It's been a while. This character versus that character? Don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be sassy for a second. No disrespect. No disrespect. I don't care. This character that beats that character. Don't care at all. Makes no sense. It's all dumb. I'm sorry. Again, I said I'm sorry. Have I seen the life of the Demon King? I got bored of it. Is AOT my top three? No. Berserk manga? I did not read it. Personally, I think the Demon Slayer movie was a 50-50. It feels like they tried to. Yeah, it was well animated. Fights were good. I enjoyed a lot of it, but it was sometimes a struggle to get through it. They pulled season two Saitama feats out of their butt. Again, what do you? I don't even know what you mean because I don't read the One Punch Man manga. I don't read it. I don't know how much it differs. Become Frieza for one day or Ken Kaneki. So just be Frieza for a day. Okay, so if the thing is, if I'm Frieza for a day, I could literally dismantle his empire. I'm in control of everything the Frieza Force does, and I can literally dismantle his entire organization. What do I think about Chainsaw Man? It's a good series, but a little bit depressing at times. What do I think about? Do I think MHA would have worked better if Deku never got the powers and so Deku just uses his intelligence? So like, I think that well, that was the original premise of the story, right? Like Deku is a powerless kid who wants to be a hero, and because he was heroic at heart, he was given the chance to be given the powers to do it. Here's the thing. That would mean he would have to have the network or the resources to the tech, because intelligence alone would not allow him to do the things that he needed to do. He would need at least somebody to provide him the tech or the skills himself to build the tech. So like you know how Tony Stark gave Spider-Man like a bunch of high-tech spider suits. So like that for one, like Deku would need his Tony Stark. He would need a Tony Stark. If it was possible, what anime protagonist or antagonist would I like to meet? Uh, you said, okay, I would meet the protagonist from Campfire Cooking and get his recipes. What do I scale better in writing aspect? Oh, okay, writing scale, AOT or Naruto? I prefer Naruto. Ever watch Your Lie in April? I have. It's good. Hunter x Hunter or One Piece? One Piece. I'm watching One Piece. Very nice. Your top five and why you should watch the number one spot. I don't have a top five, so like I can't tell you to watch my number one because I don't have a number one. But thank you, Landon, for the follow. Which anime has taught you the most about life? Anime hasn't really like changed my perspective on things. It's just like I think sometimes they're very good at communicating certain viewpoints and lessons, but none of them have really fundamentally changed my perspective. I think sometimes they demonstrate certain life lessons very well, but nothing I didn't know prior. Uh, Hello, our knight in shining armor. How you doing, Gunther? I'm so confused after Shikamaru buries Hidan. Would Hidan still be? So yes, technically, Hidan is still alive. Hidan is technically still alive because even though he's blown to bits, he cannot die. So yes. Have I ever been tricked into watching? No. When did my stream start? About 1 hour and 17 minutes ago. I'm Muckman. How you doing, Muckman? I no, I don't have a favorite series. I sometimes say Brotherhood just to give people an answer, but I don't have a favorite. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. Would I ever have Key? Okay, would I rather have Key from Dragon Ball or Nen? Nen. I mean, I don't want either, but if I'm picking between those two, Nen. What a rough way to die, but he can live without. Yeah, he won't die. Like he won't die. Like he can starve, he can like dehydrate. It doesn't matter. He's literally just a bunch of mesh just sitting at the bottom of a hole. Do I have a favorite isekai? Digimon. You stream too late for me. So here's the thing. I stream once or twice a day. The YouTube and TikTok streams start when I'm available. It's kind of like I have free time, I'll hop on. The Twitch streams start at 10 a.m. So that's out. That's like for context, 7 hours ago. So if you want to join us on Twitch, you could do that. Did I enjoy the escapism by watching anime more? No, I never used anime as escapism. I don't need to escape reality. I'm comfortable with my life. It has problems. My life is stressful. Don't get me wrong. Whose isn't sometimes? But like I don't need to escape it. I just saw a video that said Deku sells some JJK. People are again. I don't care who sells who. I think if people are getting genuinely upset over who like this character sells that character, I think you need to go outside and touch some grass. And if it's snowy where you are, like it is here, take a shovel, dig through some of the snow so you can find some grass and touch that grass. Don't even have your Twitch. My Twitch is pinned in the YouTube chat right there. So like if you go to the YouTube chat, you'll see a pinned comment. It's right there. So there you go. Do I have an Annie list? I do have a Mal. John Wick is also a good character. I actually never watched the John Wick movies. Maybe I will. I'm going on to my cousin's house in a few days. Maybe I'll watch them there. We'll see. Do I like Black Clover? Indeed, I do. Do I do React videos? I'm actually terrible for React content because like when I watch anime, I'm very like emotionally neutral, so my content does not do well. I'm gonna get into some different kinds of content, but I'm not good at it. Favorite Soul Eater character? It is Soul. I know it's kind of obvious to pick Soul, but like I can't help it. I like him the most. Have I seen Vinland? Yes, it's great. One Piece arc. Wano. Have I watched Black Rock Shooter? I have not. You said your favorite anime genre is cozy. As one who watches shonen, isekai, and the occasional rom-com. Okay, so if we're talking the coziest of the cozy, it's going to be one of two series. These are my top two cozies. You have The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, which is about an adult woman who adopts this stray cat, a normal cat, And that cat grows up to be absolutely enormous, but develops all the skills that a human would need. So cooking, cleaning, house maintenance, shopping, everything. And she goes to work, she pays the bills, but she's incredibly incompetent. So basically, her pet cat is this giant humanoid thing that takes care of her, and it's super wholesome. And the intro is amazing. And then bartender glass of God. Now, as someone who doesn't drink alcohol or doesn't like alcohol at all, you'd be surprised how wholesome that series is, because pretty much it's about a series about communication between the bartender and the customers, and reading the mood, understanding their story, their emotions, like where they're coming from, and creating the perfect drink that alleviates them and like pretty much brings them a sense of calmness and peace. It's just so wholesome. Uh, Demon Slayer AOT, AOT, yeah, AOT. You got any recommendations I can watch right now? Okay, let's go to my anime list. Scroll randomly for three, two, one. Stop on. Uh, okay. Here we go. Tower of God. Tower of God. How is those voice actors still alive? Which ones? You're new here. Well, welcome in. Cool. What season is the best of ReZero? The first one. Definitely the first one. Any art anime? Art. So like, are we talking painting, or are we talking like the arts, like music or theater? Because uh, if we're talking painting, then technically, Sakuraso Pet no Kanojo, the main female love interest, is a very gifted painter. Like she's a very gifted painter. So like that would classify as the. It's just that's not the main focus of. It's a big part of the story, but also not the main focus of the story. How do I feel about Jobless? I could not deal with Rudius. You play any video games? I do have a Twitch account. It is linked in the YouTube chat and on my account. So yes, we do play video games multiple days a week on here. Do I think uh, Goku didn't bump his head? Do you think he would have conquered Earth? So here's the thing. Probably not. So like, even if you like, Goku is a weaker Saiyan, and was he a powerful kid with like little guidance? Yeah, like here's the thing. He was even trained by Gohan, even receiving training from Gohan. If you take away that, there's people on Earth who are much stronger than Goku. So like, like he would have lost to somebody. He would have lost eventually. Would he still be stronger than the majority of the people, majority of the population on Earth? Yeah, he's still going to be stronger than most people, but he would have lost. Uh, what video games? We are a science fiction, science fantasy gamer. So like, think Mass Effect, Halo, Gears of War, Fallout, Fable, those kinds of games. Sukuna Gojo. I know about that one. Sukuna. Is Shangri-La Frontier good? I'd say yes. I do have some complaints, but I'm still saying yes. There were better heroes for Class 1A compared to whom? Chainsaw Man or Tokyo Ghoul? I would say as a whole Chainsaw Man, because Tokyo Ghoul, while good, still kind of Tokyo Ghoul's still good, but it kind of towards the end there. Retro games, King of Fighter. So like I enjoy retro games. I just that's not the focus of my channel. Like that, I'm not a retro game specialist, because when you're trying to grow a following on Twitch, you want to have a certain kind of. Unless you're really big, you can do more variety. But when you're small like me, you kind of need to have something to some a certain content that people expect to see. In my opinion, Fallout is the best game trilogy of all time. So like, it's not even well. The thing is, it's not a trilogy. There's Fallout 1, 2, 3, 4. There's New Vegas. There's 76, and even then, I think there's some other ones. Uh, and there's also the remakes that we're potentially getting as well. Would I risk a random Devil Fruit or have Nen? I don't want a Devil Fruit or Nen, but between those two, Nen. Have I ever read? I have not read Steel Ball Run, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna watch it eventually. What do I think about Kenpachi versus Kaname Tosen? That fight. Uh, I enjoy everything with Kenpachi. Honestly, he's great. Kaname's great. Sky. I actually haven't played Oblivion. I've played Skyrim many times, like most of you have. Thank you, Dexter, for the follow. MHA, in my opinion, these shows are good, but the fandom. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to fandoms, let me make my point clear. Every series, every hobby, everything, Yu Gi Oh!, football, hockey, martial arts, stamp collecting, every fandom has a bunch of weirdos in it. Every single one. So I don't worry about the fandom. I will go individual by individual and assess how they behave. I think MHA is really good. And if someone is acting inappropriate in my chat, they get banned. If someone is respectful, then they're fine. This generation is oblivious. Back in the day, retro gaming was the best before PS2. So here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with retro gaming. I think retro gaming is great. It's just for my channel, for what I play, that's not my specialty. Is Nov who is Nov again? No, who is that again? Would I rather have spiritual pressure or Sharingan or hockey? Uh, I'd rather have none of those, but probably Sharingan, I guess, if I had to pick. I like how Kenpachi can just take a sword, even though the body's like, well, oh yeah. Well, Kenpachi has, one, a very strong body, but also extremely dense spiritual pressure. So if you don't have enough power behind you, you're not even going to be able to scratch him. No, no, wait. Hang on. Then I'll just, no. There we go. Oh, yeah, I like him. I like Nove. I forgot his name, but I like him. Any anime suggestions? I really like Gachakuda. So Gachakuda, Battle Shonen, kind of dark. Yeah, you might like Black Clover, honestly. I like how. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Nope. I don't watch anything like that. Don't watch Super Bowl. Don't watch FIFA. Don't watch any kind of sport. I'd be bored out of my mind. Vegito is okay. So I don't care about that. Stay by the. Okay, so I don't. Here's the thing, but I don't care which version is better. I like Gogeta more than Vegito. So like you can quote the Kais all day long. You could quote you can quote whoever you want. I like Gogeta more, and I'll stand by that. Have I rooted for the villain? I've rooted for Meruem, so yes, I definitely have. Is there an anime that you were recommended I liked? That I was recommended that I liked? Yes, The Flower That Blooms with Dignity. You guys did recommend that, and I did like it very much. Is there any anime? I already answered that one. Solve world peace or do the Kamehameha? I'll solve world peace. I don't believe that it's physically possible. I don't have faith in humans. I'm sorry. I don't. But yeah, hypothetically, that'd be great. Also, let me turn on some light. There we go. Opinion on Prison School, dropped it like hot garbage. You don't have to like it. Facts is just relevant. But here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Why come into chat and then just randomly state it? Like nobody asked about Vegito versus Gogeta. So like I understand you okay, you want to participate in chat. I get it. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming into chat and talking. I do. But like why just where'd that come from is what I'm saying. If I had to drop an anime into, if I dropped into an anime, wherever there's good food, in terms of morals and evilness, who is more sinister? Meruem's not evil. Meruem starts off evil for like a few episodes. By the end, he's great. Cell is infinitely more evil than Meruem. What's my opinion on Life Do I Love Yourself? I think I'm all right. I'm not bad. I got some work to do, but yeah, I guess. How you doing, Kynan? How are you say it? What is that robot? That which robot? The yellow one or the red one? Do I like adult animation? So like DC, of course. DC, Marvel, yeah, of course. I like. Here's the thing. I don't care like if it's live action. I don't care if it's animated. I don't like. It could be shonen, seinen, could be Marvel, DC, whatever. If it's a good show, it's a good show. Cell's more. I thought it was Kid Buu. I mean, they asked Meruem or Cell. They specifically asked Meruem or Cell. So between those two, it's Cell. If we're talking Buu, then I would say Buu is more evil than Cell. And then there's Janemba. And then there's Janemba. What's adults? Oh my god, we got a you don't you weren't around for Adult Swim. Oh man, Adult Swim. That's a throwback, man. Can we agree that Kid Buu is top three most evil characters in all of anime? Uh, well, he's definitely not top one. Uh, I don't know if there's anyone more evil than Janemba. He's definitely like he's definitely pretty evil. Like he's pretty evil. I'd have to think on it, but he could be part of the conversation. I was referencing so the not side movies. How about Doma? Doma. If you think Doma on the large scale of things is really not that evil. If you watch more than Demon Slayer, you realize like the demons are just not even in that range. Remove him and place the better robot, Gurren Lagann. No, because I don't like Gurren Lagann. I like Big Bang Braver and Metabots. Jar Jar Binks and Sailor Moon had a kid. What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness, that's disturbing. Do I think Krillin can solo the whole Naruto verse? I'm asking this with the most sincerity in me. Like I'm not being sassy. I'm not being mean. I genuinely don't understand two things. I'm actually asking for clarification. One, why do people care about who beats who so much? And two, why keep asking the same question, the same matchups a trillion times? It's not as bad as the Goku Saitama one. That just makes me want to vomit. But like, can anyone explain the logic to why people keep asking those questions and the same questions every time? Janemba is the most evil. I would agree because he is the exactly. Janemba is literally the extracted evil essence of everybody in the universe. He is literally all of the evil essence that exists in a body. Are you ice skating? Yes. They want a content creator to agree with them. Yeah, I mean that's, but like there's tons of them who will do that. I mean the thing is there's some who will and some who won't. It's a never-ending debate of nothingness. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't mind sharing my opinions, but like it's got to be something that the conversation is like it ends. This is something that never ends. There's like, are you team light? Never. Do I like light or L more? L easily by far, not even close. L by leaps and bounds. Is the One Piece real? Yes. If I was in a crew, it would be the Revolutionary Army. Muzan Muichiro, what kind of combination is that? Are you okay? Do you need therapy? I know you said you're joking, but do you need therapy? Janemba was versus Kid Buu. I actually just don't know who's stronger. Like, I like putting my sass towards the versus stuff aside, genuinely putting my feelings on that aside. I don't know. Most of the time, I do not know because it is not something I think about. When it comes to anime, the things I think about is the writing, like the way a character develops over time, the way characters interact, the world building, the story, the emotions that people are trying, the emotions that you feel, the messages that they communicate. Like those are the elements that I focus on more when I'm like watching anime casually. I think the Naruto fans ask this every time because they need validate. Here's the thing: every fan base does this. This isn't a Naruto thing. This isn't a Dragon Ball thing. This isn't a Hero Academia. It's an everything, every fighting series thing. Do I think that Joy Boy is stronger than Ibu? So two problems. One, what have we seen Joy Boy do? We have seen Joy Boy infuse their hockey into a knot that was released in the current timeline. So we have a rough idea of what his hockey was probably like. Two, what have we seen Emu do? Spoiler warning. So I should have said spoiler warning from the start. Uh, but like for like current anime, we saw them destroy Saturn, which they really just extracted their own power away from them. We haven't seen. Oh yeah, and we saw the monsters they unleashed on King Cobra and Sabo. So like, I have no way to tell you. I enjoy Baki just because you don't doesn't mean yeah exactly. We like different shows. I don't like Baki. You do like Baki. I wouldn't give you a hard time for not liking it. That's fine. People don't like One Piece. I watch One Piece all the time. Like, I'm not going to give you a hard time for that. What anime universe is actually the biggest? I objectively do not know the answer to this. Uh, I don't know if there is an answer to this one. The One Piece is a time machine enjoyed, but no, that definitely not. In an eating contest, Luffy beats Goku. In an eating contest, Luffy beats Goku because for we can do this several different ways. We have seen the most that Goku can eat, and we've seen him reach his physical limit. Luffy can eat to the point where he's stuffed, and then just use his rubberized body to immediately contract and just like process everything, and then be able to eat again, and he's fine, or go straight into a fight. So like Luffy does not have the same limitations that Goku does. He just Goku's never beating Luffy in an eating contest. Can I give us a top five of all time? I don't have a top five of all time, but if you want to ask about any series, I'm more than happy to give my opinion. One Piece is your favorite series, and I like JJ. Yeah, but I like JJK too. I'm Gojo. How you doing, Gojo? And there's another Gojo. We got multiple Gojos. Thoughts on MDud? No idea what that is. Uh, on the back of each volume of Bleach, it says "as seen as on Adult Swim." This what's going on. I don't know what Adult Swim is. So Adult Swim is like. Is there a way I could pull? Can I link? Can I? Because like Adult Swim. This is for people who are like from my era. Okay, so it's like an American or oriented television program. So like this is like think like think like Cartoon Network, like YTV, Adult Swim. Like it's one of those. You know, ABBA. Which ABBA? I might. Adult Swim is it's the nighttime channel, pretty much. That's the best way to say it. It's the nighttime channel. Do I think that Gojo is stronger than Model? No. Modulo. I don't read Modulo. Have I watched that Slime? Yes, I've seen Slime multiple times. Something I'm struggling with. Immortality means you can't. Well, immortality means you can't die, but some anime has abilities that can erase your existence. So, like, that's a different thing. You can if you can erasing a character from existence is not the same as dying. Like, because they're not like you're literally erasing the fact, like you are wiping them out from existence. So it's very different from just them just being dead. Like they no longer exist in that timeline. They are gone. So you can erase an immortal character. What do I think is more broken, Infinity or Sung Jin Woo's system? I would say Jin Woo's system is probably more busted. Why is Ebo one of the most hated Gundam series? I didn't watch it. Death is more honorable than Erasure. So like, Death is more honorable than Erasure. I mean, in Death you still exist. Erasure, you're gone. Also depends on like how it's classified as a race. Like for example, in Dragon Ball Super, if you get just like if you get hit by Hakai, you're like you're the matter that made you up is literally erased from existence. If we're looking at like that one guy from Medaka Box who is all fiction, he can just make you not exist anymore. Like he can just like, you don't exist. That's it. Like it's not a matter of being destroyed at that point. You're just gone. So like that I guess it depends on how it's done. Are you happy from the heart? I don't have a heart. I only have stomachs. You can always tell if a romance anime is freaky or not by what? Would you more recommend Dragon Ball Z or Z Kai? I preferred Z. I think Kai is a reasonable choice though. I think a lot of people would prefer Kai, but I think maybe I'm biased because I grew up with Z. There's just something about Z that felt better. See you later, Doctor. If I could say this, do you think that MUI Goku can beat Beerus? No. Why are you always sarcastic? I'm not always sarcastic. Most of the time, I'm actually quite blunt and serious. Most of the time, I'm actually extremely straightforward. I'm actually not sarcastic that often. What's a bigger trauma? I want to eat your pancreas or your line? Definitely pancreas. Your line April or pancreas? It's pancreas. What do I recommend more, Naruto or One Piece? I recommend them both pretty evenly, depending on what the person likes. To be honest, I like them pretty similarly. Do I watch any pastime anime like Tanaka Kun is listless or so like? Kind of like I haven't seen that one. So do you mean like something casual, something like kind of relaxed? Yeah, of course. Like slice of life, cozy stuff all the time. That's my favorite stuff. For a new viewer, which one would I recommend, Z or Z Kai? I think for someone new, like maybe Z Kai, just because it's easier to get through. Maybe Z Kai. If you're trying to get like the original experience, like Z, I think Z would do just as good a job. But I think I might recommend Z Kai for a more novice watcher who just wants to experience the series. What do you mean by you know, on the stomach is that? So obviously that's fantastic. Obviously, the fact that I don't have a heart and I only have stomachs was a joke. So come on. Uh, the joke is for people who know me, I am a ridiculous eater. Like I am a massive eater. So I love food, and I am all stomachs. That's the joke. How are you doing? We're doing pretty good. I can't watch Dragon Ball Z without the Bruce Falconer music. Uh, okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get that. No, Dragon Ball Z. You need to understand the basics. I mean, here's the thing: you don't need to watch Z to watch Z Kai. Now, would I recommend watching Dragon Ball before Z? Then yes, I would recommend watching Dragon Ball. That's the basics. That's the starting point. Uh, what do I think? If you're gonna ask, what do I think the One Piece is? I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. Are you like Appa, where you have like nine stomachs? I have been to date. I have never not finished a meal at a restaurant. I usually finish multiple people's meals. I have been kicked out of two buffets. Uh, I have eaten like concerning amounts of food for someone my size. Do I watch Tokyo Ghoul? Or does okay? So does Tokyo Ghoul fall off towards the end in the anime? Yes, I would say you're fine watching the first parts of Tokyo Ghoul, but like for the last season, you might want to read it, or you could just be fine and read the whole thing and you're good. Do you think that the One Piece is only one piece of something? No, I don't. Is sub better than dub? So here's the thing. I think that entire question. I'm not being mean to you. I think that entire question is nonsense. Not you. You're not nonsense. You're fine. When it comes to sub versus dub or whatever, I don't understand how this is still a debate. Enjoy the content in whatever form you enjoy. People like different voice actors. Some people watch anime in the background and they can't be paying attention to everything that's going on. They can't be there to read the screen. Some people have trouble reading and watching at the same time. Uh, there are very talented voice actors of every language. So, like, sometimes it's not always the greatest matchup. I get that. But enjoy your anime in any format that works for you. You already watched Dragon Ball, but don't know if I should watch Z or Z Kai because I'm getting bored. So if you get bored pretty easily, I might say Z Kai just because it gets more to the point more efficiently. Because Z, while is a little bit more, Z is the original. It does do a great job, but it does take longer for things to happen. So if your attention span isn't quite there, or you don't really enjoy the hype of that slow build up, then maybe Z Kai. What do you do even get kicked out of a buffet? I ate too much food in one case and too long for the other case. I respect your answer about the sub versus dub. Some things should always be so exactly. And even that, it's still not objective because to say that it can only be captured in one language is like there are incredibly talented people from every language. Of course, we don't always get the voice actors we wish we got, but that's just how life is sometimes. But there's brilliant actors, brilliant. Like being a voice actor is hard. You should really watch Technolize. I haven't seen it. Don Machi, I'm up to date. I have mixed feelings. Like some arcs are good, some arcs are not. What anime should I watch after JJK season 3? What are you in the mood? Okay, I'll pick something random. When you give me no context, we go to the mal, we scroll, we pick something random. Three, two, one, and oh wait, I went too far. Okay, try again. Three, two, one, and stop. Oh, you landed on Haikyuu. Okay, you got Haikyuu. You're gonna go. My phone is bugging. My phone is also almost dead. We got a few minutes left though. I always watch anime in sub, but I watch Sean Kimmel Schimmel okay to Goku. I don't think original has done that much. I think that the dub for Dragon Ball is a lot better. I Dragon Ball I watch dubbed. What anime would I recommend similar to Spy Family? Again, if you want something similar to something, you need to elaborate on what elements. Because Spy Family could mean that you want like a cozy family slice of life with some comedy. It could also mean you want something involving spies or assassins. So, like, I need context there. Uh, I mean, I eat a lot and never gotten kicked out of a buffet. I was at a buffet with an 8-year-old relative high on Molly once. That was a crazy experience. So, like, in my instance, in one time, I ate the entire menu. So, like, it's one of those buffets where you pick what you want, they bring it to your table, and you just keep going as long as you want. And I ate their menu. They didn't really like that. Then the second was I was there for 3 hours eating the whole time. So they were losing money on me. Thoughts on Death Note writing and pacing? I think pacing went out the window. The pacing did slow down, yes, but overall, I just didn't enjoy the series as much after that point. What anime would I recommend similar to Spy Family? Both aspects and is fine. So cozy family life and or like assassins. Okay, if you like assassins, then Assassination Classroom. It's not going to be super cozy. I'll tell you right now. Assassination Classroom has some like wholesome moments. You might be crying a bit. So just a heads up on that. What's your most memorable anime that you can? I can't watch anything over and over. There is no series I could do that with anymore. You eat a lot but don't wash it down with sake. I don't drink. No, I don't. I don't really like alcohol. Super Saiyan Goku for the first time is the most memorable moment. Not for. I mean, it was memorable for me, but like a single moment. A single moment. The thing is, where do I even pick one? I don't know if I can. What do I pick? I don't know if I could pick one. That's hard. Alchemical Kill is a good for assassin. I mean, yeah, Alchemical Kill does have assassins in it. That is true. But I also like Classroom more than Alchemical Kill. Did I watch Hunter x Hunter? Yes. Do I feel about the ending? I mean, it ended on a really good spot. I just wish it kept going, which I think a lot of us agree on. A random wheel of recommendations. So the thing is, it's not a wheel. I don't have a wheel set up. I literally just scroll down my list and stop at a random time. What do I usually drink then? Soda or water? I drink mostly water. Uh, yeah, mostly water. But like, I'm not opposed to soda. Adult Sakura is currently stronger than Naruto. I mean, Naruto, from where I'm at, he's currently stuck in a like a alternate dimension, isn't he? So he can't really do much. Have I read SBO? I have not. Hunter x Hunter or Naruto? Naruto. Do I actually move on with life and forget after watching an anime, or you act? So like, do I forget the show existed? No, obviously. I mean, I do forget some shows. Like, forgive me, I'm not gonna remember every show I've watched. But like, do I move on with my? Yeah, like once the show is done, I'm good. Like literally, once the show is done, either I'm done watching anime for that day because I don't watch that much anime, or I will just okay next series. I go to my list. All right, boom, go. That I don't stop for a second. I just move on. Favorite Gooner? Come on. Do I think Naruto will always be top five no matter how much good anime comes out? Well, top five is subjective. Top five is entirely subjective. It's not in my. I don't even have a top five. Have I ever cried watching an anime? I've cried plenty of times. It's been a while, but I drink a lot of sake, but I take supplements for my liver. So that here's the thing: I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know you, but like just because you take supplements does not mean it's going to fix your drinking problem. If you drink excessively, you're going to run into problems. Again, I don't know you though. Opinion on Vinland, I think it's great. What do I know about Light? That he's dead. Favorite non-canon Dragon Ball fusion? Favorite non-canon Oh, Goku. Yeah, yeah. I was like, you know what? Just for the last, Goku. Favorite. Okay, I already read that one. Your Lie in April. Yes, I've seen it. Uh, have you ever cried? Yeah, I already answered those. I didn't even finish Naruto because it was Sasuke this, Sasuke that. So annoying most of the first time. So like, uh, I can understand why you got annoyed with the whole Sasuke thing, but he is a main part of like that of Squad 7. So for him to like leave was a very devastating blow. It left a hole in all of them, and they all like they went through so much to try and bring him back. So it was a very difficult, traumatizing experience for them, and I get why you might get a little bit tired of it. I think it did. It was still good. I still think it was good, but I can understand. Opinion on ReZero? I like ReZero. Have I seen the dub for JJK? No, I watch it subbed. Naruto's the greatest anime, not for me. What's an anime you think doesn't get enough love? Honestly, it's probably going to be something older. Like honestly, it's probably just going to be something older that because people nowadays kind of want like more modern animation style, and they don't like to see anything that's like early 2000s or earlier because it's not flashy enough, which I think is disappointing. I don't have a top five villain. Well, then again, do I have a top five? I don't think I have a top five villains. Well, Madara's cool though. I don't know if he's in my top five, but he's cool. What Mass Effect character do I think will make the best One Piece pirate? Oh, you know what? You know what? Hang on, pirate. You know what? Okay, it depends on what kind of there's different kinds of pirates though. I could think of a few. It depends on the type because like I could see Garrus doing it. I could see Jack doing it. Uh, I don't really see I don't really see Shepard doing it. Like maybe under the right circumstances, I could see Grunt doing it. I could see Rex doing it, but it depends on the kind of crew we're going for. Thank you for the follow, gaming. Dragon Ball still top five by relevance. Again, relevance doesn't mean it's good. Like Dragon Ball is good. Like I'm not saying Dragon Ball's bad, but like if we're just comparing I don't know what you mean by top five by relevance. Are we talking like popularity? Are we talking by sales? I feel like that's kind of a vague statement. If you're ranking something, there's got to be some way to measure it. What do you think about Psychopaths? I love the first season. Haven't seen the second. Who was overall strongest, Naruto or Sasuke? I would. I think. I think by the end. Well, are we counting everything? Everything? Are we like how much are we including? Because like if we count Boreon mode, then probably that. How you doing, Pretzel? What's good? My phone's almost dead, by the way. Just a heads up, guys. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, by the way. Since my phone is almost dead, just want to remind people, please do follow on Twitch, join the Discord, all that good stuff. I can't understand how some people refuse to watch new gen animes because the old gen was nostalgic. So, like, that to me is crazy. Because there's good stuff in every gen. New gen, medium gen, old gen, whatever. There's good stuff all the time. It's just you might maybe you have a preference for certain art styles or certain ways of doing things that is seen less at certain times. I don't know. I don't know. But I think every gen is good. Have I seen Terror in Resonance? I have not. Did I know Prison? Did I know Prison is like bad? Yes, I did. Just tell me what purpose anime served apart from pure entertainment, keeping in mind you already told your perspective on life remains unchanged. Yeah, so what purpose does anime serve me outside of entertainment? Uh, I'm just going to be completely frank about this. It's my income because I literally make a living talking about anime with you guys and playing video games. So, like, uh, other than that, it really is entertainment. I mean, like, I cosplay, but that's entertainment. I go to anime conventions for entertainment. I, it is literally just entertainment. Do you guys like watch TV for like when you watch TV like non-animated shows or go to the movies? Are you not going for entertainment? Why did I send me to prison? Because you belong in prison. Do I read manga? Unfortunately, not really. I do know Future Diaries. It's peak. I don't think it's peak. I think it's got a good premise though. Thoughts on the two-part movie ending of Kaguya-sama Love Is War? The movie. I don't think I've seen the movies. I don't even know they had movies. Oh damn! I saw the seasons. Uh, in my opinion, I can't stand people comparing new gen, old gen. So, like, again, I don't like. I'm fine comparing one series to another in certain ways, but like comparing, like, is old gen better than new gen or vice versa? I think that's ridiculous. What's my favorite? I don't have a favorite. And favorite genre of cozy stuff. Like, I don't have a favorite series, but I do like cozy stuff. Do I know Undead Unluck? Yes. Have I seen it? Not yet. But I know what it is. Like, I know the premise. I recognize the characters. I have seen Classroom of the Elite. I've seen every season. When Akira Toriyama died, over 100,000 people in Argentina did the Genki Daima for the goat. I did attend like a panel at a convention a while after he died. There was like just a memoriam of sorts. It was nice. I mean, respect to the guy. He did. I mean, Dragon Ball was a very globally influential series, and I respect that. Do I think AOT is overrated compared to who? Like, whose ratings am I comparing mine to? What do I think of Snafu? I think Snafu's great. One Piece, yes, I like One Piece. I haven't finished the original, but I did love Brotherhood very much. What anime is the girl in the middle? That is, sorry, Kill la Kill. That's Kill la Kill. The Genki Daima is the Spirit Bomb. So yeah, like I know. Uh, I was just mentioning that I attended the panel, a memoriam for him. It's a fact that anime can't change someone's perspective on life, or is it subjective? Oh, it definitely can. It can definitely change your perspective on things. It can definitely change your perspective on things. 100%. I'm just saying that there isn't an anime that has changed my viewpoint on things. It's shown it's shown me messages and ideas and like different ways of doing. It's communicated very important things, but it hasn't changed my view in anything because like I usually like either disagree or agree with that statement, like the statement's being made or the idea is being pushed or suggested, but like okay, like a lesson we can take from Vinland Saga: I have no enemies, so we should not be hating each other. We should just be either, if we don't like each other, just allowing each other to live peaceful lives, general respect and decency, a level of compassion and empathy. This isn't something I did not know before the series. It's just I can see the message being pushed, being shown in the series. So like I just already knew this. Shadows shall get you. What are you talking about? What about waifu? I don't have any waifus. Banana Fish, haven't seen it. Like Naruto is all about friendship. I didn't take anything from. So like, I wouldn't. So if you think that Naruto is only about friendship, then you kind of missed a tremendous amount. A tremendous amount. There was there was genocide. There was discrimination. There was isolation, solitude, depression. There's so many deeper subjects in there than just friendship. Like friendship is a deep subject too. Don't get me wrong, but like, come on, you're really not paying attention. Watch AOT. I already did. They released a 2 episode movie last year. Of the fine, yeah. So I haven't seen the movies. Haven't seen the movies. So might have to put those on my list at some point. Do I think Aaron did was right? I don't believe. Here's the thing. Objectively, no. Like genocide is bad. uh, but our understanding is my at least my understanding is that he looked at every possible timeline, and in every timeline it failed. So the only timeline where his homeland was not destroyed is if he attacked the world. That is my understanding of it. So like if it's everything else will guaranteed 100% fail, or I attack, then I kind of get it. I don't think it was morally right, but I get it. Am I ending the stream? My phone is at 2%. So very, very, very soon. Like very, very soon. When my phone is like on the brink of turning off, I will end the stream. It'll be quick. So like I'm not gonna be here much longer. I will be live on Twitch again in the morning, and I will be live again here later tomorrow. Who do I think Denji from Chainsaw Man would join? Would Denji be a pirate? He would not be a marine. I mean, then again, I think it depends who found him first, because I don't know, whoever offered him food, I guess. I think at the end of the day, I think it would depend on whoever offered him better circumstances. At least when he's introduced into the story. Hurry up and charge it. Now, I want my phone to die. I want the stream to end. I've been live for 2 hours now, on the dot, 2 hours. I've earned my break. I did a Twitch stream this morning. I have content to do, so like I'm ready to end it very soon. How you doing? Thanking. Who do I think Denji from? Already answered that one. You started watching ReZero. At first, I thought I was skeptical, but I really like exploring Subaru's mind. That's an interesting way to phrase it, but I get what you mean. But if you think that practically, if you are protecting your homeland and your whole world is against you, would I destroy the whole world to give in? So, like, if do I prioritize the people I care about more than the rest of the world? I would say yes. So here's the thing: assuming that if it was either you do this or you fail, it's pretty much this is the only way you succeed. So like Avengers Endgame level, like every possible timeline, this is the only one chance you win and every other chance you lose. Then okay, I understand. I still can't agree that it's morally good, but I can be like, okay, it makes sense to me. You just finished Brotherhood and Vinland Saga. What do I start next? Again, we go to the list. We scroll for 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and we stop on. Wow, it stopped on Naruto. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, and it stopped on Shaman King. Okay, it stopped on Shaman King. We're talking about communism. We weren't in that last moment there, but okay. I heard someone say that Aaron's basic idea was that there can't be racism towards a minority if everyone is. Oh, geez. I mean, if you erase all the people who discriminate against you, you're no longer discriminated against, I guess. Black Clover worth it? I would say yes. How's my phone? Okay, my phone, 1%, guys. My phone is at 1%. So just a reminder, please follow on Twitch. Please join the Discord. We'll be live again tomorrow. Just a heads up before we go. Yeah, just a final heads up there. Oh, man. Anything else? It looks like people are starting to call anyway. By the way, you single or with a partner? I don't date. Hot take: Demon King Tanjiro from Demon Slayer can solo Yoriichi. I have no input. I don't have. I just answered your question, so I kind of did. There you go. And I think that's about. Communism is great. I mean, I can take ideas from several different political perspectives. Have I seen Suga Rapple Fairy Tale? Sugar Apple Fairy Tale? I've seen Fairy Tale, and I've seen Akamega Kill. So yes, I've seen them. All right, so I'm gonna call it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. I will see you guys on Twitch in the morning. I'll see you on YouTube and TikTok later tomorrow. Well, let's call it here. I got some editing to do.